We believe that globally the physical water scarcity is increasing. We know that the projections are that by 2030 more than 3 billion people will live in water-stressed countries. In addition to this, we have an increasing urban population. Equally, by 2030 we will have 2 billion more people living in urban areas around the world. Cities will be forced to fight for water, to buy water from rural areas, to transport it to the city. This is an enormous challenge when it comes to the urban infrastructure. The water footprints of cities will increase quite dramatically.
Businesses should care about this issue because water and energy demand is increasing globally, and that poses both risks and opportunities for companies. In particular, if you add climate change issues to the equation, business operations can be impacted by things like water scarcity and sea level rise. But there's also an opportunity for companies to get their own house in order by being water and energy efficient. So the bottom line is no water or no energy means no business. By addressing these linkages between energy and water, businesses will be better equipped to make challenging decisions in the future.
The major challenges facing the water sector today are a combination of population growth, urbanization, and climate change. Together, these forces constitute the perfect storm, leading to unprecedented challenges for water sector and water sector professionals. Climate change will test the skills and innovative capabilities of the water sector, both because the impacts of climate change are not well understood and because the adaptation strategies that we will need to respond to climate change have yet to be developed.
Here you've got this infrastructure under your feet, out of sight, out of mind, if you will, and that's the kind of problem that gets put aside because it's not one of those that looks like it has a high priority, when indeed it does. It does because sinkholes open when the pipes fall apart and roads collapse and cars fall in and the water coming into our homes isn't as clean as it once was, and that's not acceptable. We know what to do to fix this problem. There's a huge gap between what is being spent now in our communities and the investment we're making back into our water and wastewater infrastructure and what is needed. And the gap is so huge. It's upwards to $540 billion over the next 20 years that's going to have to be reinvested back in this nation's infrastructure.
Water is fundamental to economic productivity and to health. Diarrhea, for example, which is caused by dirty water, is often called the #1 preventable disease in the world. So in the near term, making impacts on getting access to clean water to people would help education, would help economic productivity, and in particular would help women to raise up opportunities in their lives. So in the long term, by delivering clean water and also, I should say, sanitation to people who are poor, It helps them to be healthier, to participate in the economy, to get educations, and to have a better and brighter future.